growing epidemic in the U.S., and now is the time to add a sense of urgency and start to get fit and healthy. So how can you do it? Steve Siebold joins us live in studio this morning to talk about his book. His book is called Die Fat or Get Tough. So it's interesting. I asked him if he got any flack about the book, and you said...
3 death threats.
3 death threats after a national morning show.
Right.
Wow. Well, that's not good. But
Yeah.
you're still alive, so
I'm
let's
still
go ahead and
alive.
talk
That's a good
about the
thing.
basic plan in
So
Die
far.
Fat, Get Tough. Yes.
Yeah. Well, the first part is really a mental toughness book for dieters. The first thing you have to do, it sounds simple, but it's the biggest part, is make a decision that you're going to do this once and for all, no matter what it takes. That's the biggest step.
Well, give us some of the steps in here, because you've got a lot of, a lot of titles in here, and some of them, pretty brutal. Fat people give up on themselves. Fit people say never die.
Yeah, you've got to, what I would do is study the differences in thinking between fit people and fat people, and what you realize is it's like they're living on a different planet. Fit people eat for completely different reasons than fat people. They eat out of logic, where fat people eat out of emotion. And I was fat. I was 40 pounds overweight 7 years ago. So, I did the exact same thing. That's why I wrote the book.
So you use the principles. I definitely agree with you that people think differently. When I juice at home and my in-laws are there, they're like, what are you doing? That is disgusting.
Yeah,
and it doesn't taste good, I'll admit.
But it feels good, and it works, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
All right, some of our viewers at home, want some help this morning. So if you had 2 or 3 minutes to give somebody, the basics, to help them, go for it.
Go to your doctor would be number one. Go to your doctor, go to your physician, get really solid advice. Don't go on a fad diet. Don't go on, these kind of crazy diets. There are hundreds, actually, of really, really solid diets. Go to your physician, get a good diet, exercise plan, start out the right way. Number 2, make a decision. Number 3, have the mental toughness, whatever it takes, like reading a book like this or doing whatever motivates you to stay mentally tough enough to stick to the diet. And that's all this takes. And we do that, and the obesity epidemic is over.
You talk a lot about the exercise as well.
Exercise is important. I would say exercise is about 20% and diet's about 80%.
Yeah, because you can exercise, and if you're not eating right, it doesn't make much of an impact.
Yeah, who has the time to work out 6 hours a day?
Now, when you talk about going to your doctor, some doctors aren't that up on the latest fitness and diet trends, and they'll hand you a piece of paper. So I found that, to get them to refer you to someone who might have more specifics is often helpful. I got sent once after I had a baby to a doctor that specifically dealt with diabetes and weight loss and metabolic syndrome, and she was so much more helpful than my other doctor who went, oh, here's a plan.
Sure, right. Yeah, go to a specialist. Go to someone who really knows what they're doing. Spend the money. It's an investment in your life. I mean, you're going to live longer. You're going to feel better. You're going to make more money. You're going to be happier.
You have a lot of success stories?
A lot of success stories. People that have lost over 100 pounds. I was just with a gentleman named Bob Carter in Orlando a couple days ago who lost 100 pounds doing this.
Yeah.
That's a life change. Your whole life changes.
Well, you definitely don't beat around the bush. Fat people underestimate the power of energy. Fit people elevate their rate of vibration. I'm telling you that.
This is why they want to kill me, I think. I'm not sure.
Is that why they want to kill you?
I
hope you don't get any
I'm going to have to take that chapter out.
I hope you don't get any death threats today, Steve. All right, the book is called Die Fat or Get Tough, and it's available now in bookstores. Coming up, celebrity makeup artist Michael